Hey Google, turn on my lights. Hello. So I've got a lot of questions recently about how I balance a lot of my video work with my med school, which, by the way, thank you guys so much for your recent support on the videos. And I figured this week is a pretty extreme example, but will be a really cool showcase on how I get past these crazy weeks and still manage to stay on top of everything. If you're new here, my name is Andy, or Andy for short. I am a first year, now transitioning to a second year medical student at the Medical College of Georgia, and this is my week. So here is a look at my week schedule. As you can tell, it's pretty packed. A lot of these are lectures, but then the things that are in red are kind of my filming schedule slash things that I've been planning for literally weeks in advance. It's pretty safe to say that I have a really packed week with both a lot of med school related and creative media work stuff to do. And so how do I stay on top of things? I'll show you as we go throughout the week. So welcome to a week in the life of a med student. So today is Anatomy and Physiology Day, and because I like the way that our faculty present the information, would you be surprised if I told you those are the only lectures I actually watched during the week? The rest, I learned from these things right here. Flexibility is the name of the game when your schedule revolves around literally other people's schedules to get filming dates set up. So your outside resources, pathology, pathoma, and first aid are your biggest assets here. I don't exactly have time to sit down and be confined to a desk for the actual hour, 2 hour, 3 hour set these lectures allow, especially if I can learn the material way faster and probably even better from an outside resource available to me. Weekly, for this kind of strategy of making sure I have all my bases covered at the beginning of the week, so even as my week is crazy, I don't forget anything, I use Notion. Very popular app. I can link a couple videos in there from Karma Medic, who actually I'm using his setup for it. This is my med school tab. It has all my research projects as well as like useful templates, stuff I need to look over, my patient cases, top skill review. And so I have this little section here called topics to cover this week. And I just went through all the lectures and said, all right, what do I need to look at? What cars do I need to unsuspend? And what resources do I need to go for? And that is how I make sure I stay on top of things while filming and doing all the side projects. Alright, so first filming adventure of the week, going to meet up with a pediatric orthopedic surgeon, which would be really cool. Again, I'm still keeping up with the 73 question series. It's been an awesome opportunity to meet physicians as well as students from other programs. It's been awesome. So hopefully this should be fun. It's so hot out here. Tell me how my camera died on literally the last 2 questions, so we had to do that entire thing twice. And why I agreed to do it outside when it's like 85 degrees outside. Oh my gosh. But the guy was really nice. So there's your preview of an upcoming 73 questions video. Oh my gosh, I was walking backwards the entire time. At least I got my steps in today. Whew. Cheers, buddy. Cheers. Honestly, I was feeling kind of tired before sitting down to study, but fun thing about filming and just meeting new people, talking, sharing experiences and stories is like, it really re-energizes me to get back to study. So it actually helps me study, and that's not even the caffeine talking. So hopefully I'll be saying the same thing by the end of this busy week. All right, filming adventure number 2 starts today. I've been up since like 5 because I'm gonna have to be on campus from 9 to 5 all today. It's gonna be kind of hectic. This morning I'm helping out to film a pediatric trauma simulation. We're doing like a safety video with the Department of Anesthesia and Simulation so that we can show kids like, hey, don't drink and drive on prom night because you'll end up in the ER or the OR and you'll look like this. So it's kind of like medical drama-esque. It's a fun project, but I am already late because this entire campus has no parking, and so I had to park like 2-3 blocks away. And then immediately afterwards, I'm gonna have to go to my telehealth and ultrasound clinic. It's a lot. It's a lot. So it is a busy day.
Let's go. C1 is open. What do we got? Hey, we got 4 18-year-old males, motor vehicle collision, suspected intoxication, all level 1 traumas.
I can't get an IV.
All right, get the drill, go for the shin, put an IO in.
There's no breath sounds on the right?
All right, collapse lung on the right. Let's get a chest tube.
Code blue, room 305. Absent pulses. Patient is not breathing. Starting compressions. Code blue. Scalpel. Thank you. Scissors.
Three, 2.
Let's go.
Let's go. C1 is open. What do we got? Hey, y'all, we got 4 18-year-old males, suspected motor vehicle. Sorry.
Yeah. And that's it. Woo! Thank you guys. I'm so tired. That shoot went really great. I have to help out with the actual live stream of that video that will be played to the high schoolers on Thursday. I gotta come back tomorrow to set up everything. I gotta edit this tonight and have it ready tomorrow. Oh boy, what did I sign up for? Okay, so that project is hopefully a first step in a much larger initiative to kind of build a safety curriculum through simulations for our local community. So it's really fun. It was cool to get a lot of people involved and make them feel like they were part of it. I mean, a lot of us were M1s. We didn't know how to do chest tubes or, you know, intubate, but it was cool to see it and like interact with it for the first time in kind of a low stress environment. Plus, it was my take of, you know, Grey's Anatomy type stuff. But great morning. I have a smoothie here because it's about 12:30. I got 30 minutes until I have my telehealth clinic visit. That's why I have my white coat, the stethoscope and everything, as well as my ultrasound instruction right after. Days on end, man. So I think one thing you probably are wondering at this point, like, how are you still learning all the material throughout the week? And this is where Anki kind of comes in. This syncs with me wherever I go. It's on my phone. I could be walking to and from different buildings and I am still learning. This morning I was up doing pathoma and going through all the lectures of today. So right here, like, I've already unsuspended the cards of the lectures today, so that even though I'm not sitting in there watching it live, I'm still learning the material. And this creates a study schedule that is just as flexible as I need, which is perfect. So little 30-minute sections like this, I may not have time to sit down and watch a lecture, but I am constantly quizzing myself with active recall, and that is how I still stay on top of things while being able to do cool things like, you know, make a Grey's Anatomy episode out of my classmates and peers. So, little study tip. Yo, look, David. That is your distal aorta.
Oh, yeah.
But you were gassy, so I could barely find it.
Yeah, I got it ripped.
Hi. Come down. Sit. You missed! Girl. Okay. Still love you. So usually I have a pretty hard rule, don't edit ever on a weekday, just because for me it's a pretty big time kind of black hole, because when I edit it's like 2-3 however many hours it takes for me to get my vision like actually tangible, so I never try to do it. This week is a rare exception because this trauma sim video was recorded today and needs to be done by tomorrow so that we can set up the live stream for Thursday. So in 48 hours, this live stream will be up for a bunch of different high schools in our community. But that means I need to edit and have this ready. So it's been a long, long day and it's not even over. I was on campus from 9 to 5, like a full-time job. Got home, kind of exhausted, still need to study a little bit more. And then I'm writing my telehealth patient note as a break from editing, so that just tells you what kind of week this is. Mila! Can you leave him alone, please? He's just trying to eat lunch. Only in a house full of med students are you gonna find an abdominal exam and the ways to distinguish the different types of shock on the fridge. Time to go see a standardized patient and talk to him or her about her diarrhea. Welcome to GIGU. Okay, honestly, I took a step outside because I need the fresh air. That standardized patient experience was definitely one of the most humbling experiences I've ever had in medical school so far. So for me personally, I'm a very much momentum-based exam taker, whatnot, which means that like if I get the first steps right, that kind of builds up my confidence for the rest of the assessment or exam, so that like I'm thinking clear, I know what I'm doing. Tell me how within the first 15 seconds of me walking to the room, my preceptor stops me and goes, "You forgot to introduce yourself." And that was like a kick in the nuts within the first 15 seconds. And from there, my brain just like completely short-circuited and buffered to the point where I forgot to ask social history, family history, past surgeries. I like completely blanked to the point where he stopped me like 4 times from going to my physical exam because of the amount of things I forgot in my history. And it was just, I was in complete panic mode. And then by the end, during feedback, he was asking me about differential to the point where he was like, I was still trying to process how poorly and how like stupidly I messed up the simple stuff of a history. My mind went blank. I couldn't answer half his questions, and it was...
I'm not sure I understand.
Yeah, I don't understand either, Siri. By the end of it, he was just asking me questions I just could not answer, and it was embarrassing. It really was, because I was still trying to process like the events that happened prior, and he was just like a disappointed father, like head in hand. And that sucked. I was definitely in my own head from the very beginning because I was like, wow, I really messed up simple stuff. Like, I looked at him and he was probably thinking, how in the hell did this guy get into medical school? It was a feeling that I don't like. I don't think anybody likes, and to the point where it gave me some motivation to go like study, because I don't want to feel like that ever again, even though I know I will. That's just how you learn in medicine. But it was so much in my head, in fact, that I wrote up my patient note for my telehealth visit yesterday and told myself I'm gonna review it before I submit. And I remembered that I didn't submit it because I was in the middle of like reflex panic studying until like 10 minutes before the deadline, to the point where that submission's late. So I'm probably gonna get some points off for that too. You know, I don't like recording stuff like this, but I wanted people to realize that in any field you're studying, especially medicine, we're not perfect. We have our bad days, and this one was definitely one of them. And like, it's just been a complete mental battle to push through and keep on studying. Because nobody ever likes to feel like they're stupid. But it was an incredibly humbling experience today to realize that, wow, you need to get out of your own head, because you're not going to know everything and just take the criticism and go on. But it's tough. It's tough. I'm tired. Today feels like a complete wash, just because of like how many sucker punches I've had to absorb. Pushing through these days is definitely the hardest part of med school, because med school doesn't really wait for you to like go, hey, let's reset, let's recover. It's like, all right, go back in, just keep going. So it's tough. It really is tough. It is currently just before 7 o'clock. I haven't been on campus this early since like my first vlog on day 1 of med school. I'm tired. I was up basically all night trying to review the lectures for today to make time for this live stream. So this is a quad shot latte.
I'm Caroline. I'm also
This is the second rib, right? So they're gonna stick that needle right down in there, and hopefully, if they're in the right spot, you'll hear a gasp of air. Now, sometimes
Your heart kind of sits on the left side, so I'm going a little bit right there by the sternum. I'm going another hand over that. I'm locking fingers, I suppose, and then I'm just pressing ribs and X, Y, Z. So you want to get hard. The bed is positioned to give you some kind of
Right. Hey, what's up? I'm Cash. I'm a 4th year going into PMR.
Hey, what's up? I'm Michael Lopez. I'm also a 4th year going into anesthesia.
And these two are now officially doctors.
We done. We out of here.
This is their last day of med. Well, not for you, Byron. You still got one more rotation. Yeah. But these guys were awesome sports in the sim. It's a great way to end their med school, but good luck to both of y'all.
Hey, thanks, Andy. You know, it's really good working with you, man. So.
Oh, don't hype me up too much. See you guys. Honestly, after the confidence hit that was yesterday, talking to those 4th years that, you know, have matched and have been through it all was really, really encouraging. They were just super supportive of my work and reassuring me that, hey, you know, it gets better. It gets better as it goes. You're not supposed to know everything right now, and I think that's awesome to just get words of wisdom from people that are in the stage of life that you will want to be in later. And I think imposter syndrome definitely drives med students rapidly insane. So just having that little voice of reason from somebody who's been there, done that, has that was a really big boost of confidence today. So that was a really fun morning. I got my afternoon case session today, and then it's grind for the quiz until tomorrow morning. that's how the weeks go. But I'm grateful that these projects went smoothly, and we're getting towards the end of the week. Yes.
I'm going to get bad food.
I already got bad food today though. Are my eye bags big enough to hold my laptop yet? Oh, what? You thought my weekends after the quizzes? Nah. Time to go film for a client.
Nice.
Yep. And new YouTuber on the block. Well, not really new.
Hey, new for Augusta. New for Augusta.
You have more subs than me, actually, don't you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just because, I make crazy videos.
Oh my
people
gosh.
Like crazy stuff.
Yeah, Saturday morning, filming again.
Filming again. What's new? You're killing it. You're on
But-
the line.
Nursing student.
Nursing student, right here.
So-
Come to nursing. It's a great thing.
Yeah, at the beginning of these modules, I'm basically front loading all my content, so that's why I'm like filming every single day, so that you guys can get weekly videos still.
These videos are the best. I watch them all. Post notifications on? Are they on?
They better be.
Is that real?
And the secret to getting through all these crazy weeks is always give yourself something to look forward to at the end of it.